Now you see guys that are training one body part a day. And as you see, the physiques is not as complete as they were during that era. You see guys with much smaller calves. You can't train your calves. I talked to a lot of guys at the show. You meet them, say, okay, let me take a look at his calves. So that's always the indication of how far you're gonna go. The calves. And so, well, I gotta work on it a little bit. How many days are you training? Once or twice? You can't train your calves once or twice. It's a stubborn muscle. It's been walking around with you ever since you were a kid. Because it's been walking with you ever since you were a toddler. So just a regular whole arm workout's not gonna get it.
When I walk down the block in the summertime with a pair of shorts on, God damn, I see this man's calves. Jesus. Yo, bro, what you do? How'd you get calves like that? They'll ask me. I won't have to open my mouth because they'll already know. I have something to say. Not just with my mouth, but with my actions.
The moral of the story is, you know what, don't be so quick, so early in your training to adopt the ideas of, oh, you can't develop this, or this body part is just out of your reach because of some genetic flaw. The reality is, who's hooked you up to electrodes or sat down and read your DNA code to know who's who and what's what?
That attitude and that stick-to-itness can take you far beyond your natural potential. A calf is a stubborn muscle, so how do you expect for it to respond? You've been walking around on it since you were born, so your calf is used to high endurance. So in order to go beyond that, you got to give it something very different. You have to stimulate and nearly annihilate a calf in order for it to respond. Heavy, hard, consistent.
Fire!
I can hardly walk.
Because everybody got something on top. If you don't have wheels, you don't make it in the sport of bodybuilding.
Now we get ready. Oh, one more.
All the way, let's go. Come on, drive. My quads were outrageous, but calves weren't non-existent. I remember my sister saying to me when I was 20, saying, why are your calves so small compared to your legs? And that fucking killed me,
Do calves really matter in bodybuilding? This is something that's drove me out of my mind. And when you think about it logically, think about the arms, bicep, tricep, and think about the calves. And the calves is actually a bigger muscle than the arms. If you look at a normal person that's never worked out, their calf muscle takes up more mass on their body than their arms.
Don't short any part of any body part. You put just as much effort in every body part. Bleed or hell, man, we'd be out here doing them.
Rest of my body like is a weak point, so he started having me do, you know, calves 3 times a week. Probably when I was like 21 years old, and yeah, so we've been doing it for 7 years, and now calves have turned into cows.
I was over in Austria and I saw him on the cover of this muscle magazine. It was really extraordinary with his gigantic arms and his monster calves.
Chances are, if you put the effort forward and you do the work, you know, honestly and religiously, you know, at some point in time, you too can actually surprise yourself in your development.
Fire!